Hello. Okay, guys, we are live. So let's begin. All right. So, guys, let's wait for a minute. Till then, let's uh, let's wait for a few more minutes. Okay, let's other join, and then we can start this session. Okay. Hi. Please include Tailwind also. Yes, I want Tailwind. Actually, I'm not including Tailwind because I built this project few days ago. I wasn't aware, and a lot of people actually don't use Tailwind. Okay, there are better alternatives, or some people prefer the normal CSS. So you can add Tailwind on your own, but I am not going to use Tailwind. Okay, I'm going to use the normal CSS because our main task is to build a full stack application here. And we're not focusing that much on the UI part because we got only 2 live sessions for this project. Okay, so we have to cover everything. So थोड़ा सा UI के लिए I hope you would understand. Okay, like I would build some UI enough to just present this project. But yeah, if you want to enhance this, then that's really great. You can enhance this project as per your own demand. You can make a better UI inner pages. You can make the better inner pages. And also one more thing, guys, that there is no specific UI available for Kindle. Okay, if you have used Kindle, then you might know how Kindle looks. Like Kindle is a device from Amazon, and inside that, whatever books you have purchased from Amazon would be visible. And I think once you click that, then you would see the chapters as well as the content of the book. Okay, so that's how it looks. So similarly, we're gonna build our own ebook store, taking inspiration from Kindle, not exactly Kindle because I didn't get the proper UI for that, and also we don't have that much time for the session. Okay, scratch से आज ही start हो रहा है ना ये project? No, it's starting from scratch today, but yeah, I would be taking this project in pace, in a good speed. Okay, so I would be providing you the source code. So I would say that try to watch this session with me. Okay, don't try to code, just try to understand things. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, and also you can watch this video again. I would be providing you the source code. Okay, so let's begin. Let me just check few more comments. Okay, Valencia Walker, hello. Hi Valencia. Don, hi Don. Viraj Jain. MERN stack roadmap, please. MERN stack roadmap is very simple. That's MERN. Okay, you need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Just a second, guys. You need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then first that is complete. Then after that, think about MERN. So in MERN, you can just start with React.js because it's modified version of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then you can go for Node.js, Express.js backend. Now your front end would be React.js, Node.js, Express.js would be backend, and database would be MongoDB. Although a lot of people actually use SQL with it, but I would say you can use MongoDB. It's easy, and you would be loving MongoDB. Okay, so basically this is the basic roadmap of MERN stack. But after this, what you can do is instead of React.js, nowadays people use Next.js. Okay, we are gonna use Next.js in this project. It's very same, nothing is different. It's just like way of installation and writing, some syntax is different. Okay, rest everything is same as React.js. Okay, so we're going to use Next.js. Why Next.js? Because React.js official website recommends to use Next.js. That's why. Okay, and yeah, that's the main reason. Sir, how many parts will it contain? Okay, it's gonna contain two parts, part one and part two. Today is part one, and the next video would be part two. In part one, we are going to cover up the complete UI part. Major UI part would be completed in part one, and in the part two, we're gonna start with the backend. We're gonna merge the backend APIs. We're gonna create our own APIs because there is no free API available as per now, as I have checked. But if you know any kind of free API, you can mention in the comment. I'll look at the API and I'll use that API for books. Okay, like how getting content of books, getting some set of books. For that, if you know any free API, then we can use that API, or else I'm going to create my own API. Okay, creating own API is always best because you are the owner. Okay, will it have material UI or any other UI library? No, it's not going to have any other UI library, but Material UI, I can actually give you a basic hint how you can use Material UI in this project also. So stay tuned. It's very easy. MUI is very easy. I'll give you a basic hint using a search bar from MUI. Okay, that's fine. Node.js or Django? I personally use Node.js and I would prefer Node.js for non-machine learning projects. But if you are someone who is in machine learning, then go for Python-based backend, that is Django. Or you can go with Flask also for again Python-based framework. That's the backend, Flask backend. And yeah, if you are machine learning focused, then you can go with Python-based backends like Django or Flask. But if you want to build some websites like e-commerce platforms or some streaming services, then you can go with Node.js backend. So that's the purpose. Both are really great, but I use Node.js for most of my projects. Okay, and we also have is this real live or pre-recorded? Okay, it's actually live. कुछ बोलोगे तो करके भी दिखाऊंगा. Okay, I can dance in front of you if you wanna see that. Okay, okay. Jokes apart, let's continue. Let me first of all show you, and then I'll answer your doubts. Just mention your doubts in the live chat. I'll see it later. Okay. First of all, where would be the source code available? So this is my GitHub profile, github.com/viraj014. Here I'll upload the source code with the repository name as Kindle. Okay. So Kindle MERN. I'll just name some repository here. You can just find the repository in this GitHub profile when we end this session. Okay. I'll provide it. Don't worry. All right, and at the end of this video I'll be uploading the source code, so you can check at the end also. Okay, let's start. Which platform is best for practicing interview? There are multiple platforms which I have used personally, and I would say that to be prepared for interviews, it's best to give interviews and get rejected. Trust me, you would know that where did you went wrong, because when you face the interview in real life, like you would prepare things. There are GFG is a platform where you can prepare for interviews. Apart from that, I think you can go with other platforms like InterviewBit, or there are some more platforms, but I know some platforms only. So you can prepare from those platforms. All of them are great, but best, I would say best is you can go for an interview, okay, even for a small company. And if you are rejected, please ask for the feedback. Where did I go wrong? Okay, best. Okay, so let's continue, guys. I'm gonna show you what we're going to build today. So this is the kind of page which we are going to build today. It's similar to the Amazon's web version of Kindle. Okay, web version of Kindle. So here you have an option for creating Amazon account. Okay, so yeah, that's I guess taking from my Amazon ID password. Okay, it's saved. Anyways, so you can see the sign up page, then we have the sign in page. So we're going to build this in a MERN stack. Okay, the backend would be Node.js and the front end would be in Next.js, that is modified version of React.js. So you can see this is the sign in page and login page. Exactly, UI is similar. Okay, like Amazon. Then after logging in, after the authentication part, what would you have is you would simply go inside a page named as Kindle library. Okay, so Kindle library. Okay, I would redirect to this page. Okay, right now I haven't added the backend to this specific part. That's why I have to write the UI manually. Okay, but in the next video we would add the links, URLs into the sign in option or everywhere. Okay, so just a second, guys. Okay, so it was actually not loaded properly. Now it's loaded. Okay, so you can see that this is a UI which web version of Kindle has. You can just search Kindle and you would find similar UI. Now you can assume that these are the books which you have purchased, which are trending, actually, which are trending. Now if you click on any book, okay, if you click on any book, you would get some kind of page. So we are going to build a very basic page. We can show some sliders also later on in the next video, but today we have to make the flow. Okay, so start reading. So once you click on start reading, actually it's like, suppose the ID of the book which you have clicked, you have purchased the book. Now you are going to read the book, so it's going to redirect to some point this type of page. So this is going to be the ID of the book, okay, which you are going to read, and then you can read the book. Okay, very easy UI and very easy stuff which we are going to build today. Okay, so I hope you got the idea what would be the flow. Okay, please cover little theory from making other revise their concepts. It's the first video, so don't worry, It's like you don't need to revise anything. But yeah, I'll show you wherever you feel any doubt, you can mention that. I'll explain that specific part. Okay, but as per the UI, you can see it's a very basic UI. You don't need that much of expertise. Okay, I'll explain everything. Please cover, okay, two parts for the video or only this part? Two parts for the video. This is part one where we are going to build this specific part which I have shown you. In the next part, we are going to build our backend and create APIs to add book, to read book, to delete a book, and to purchase a book, some APIs. And again, we are going to merge the backend with frontend in the next part. In the first part, in today's part, we are going to just focus on this front end part. This is the total front end part, static data. Okay, do I need to do any internship for that, or can I learn any other way? Sir, I'm able to build full stack apps using MERN or Next, but I want to learn how to write production level code. I would suggest join a small company at least, because I worked as a freelancer from past 2 3 years. But what actually will you feel is when you join a company, any company. Now, I'm not saying that you need a very big company. Even if you join a small company, definitely you are paid less, but you would learn a lot. You would learn things like how companies really work, how a collaboration works, how you have to deal with the clients. So it's always better pick any internship. I would say don't go for unpaid internships, because some money is important. But I would say if you are paid less, then that's fine. But don't go for unpaid internship. They are somewhat of scams, of what I feel. Okay, but it's up to you. Some people are genuine, but personally I feel don't go for unpaid internship. Okay, so let's will you cover full SDLC, software development life cycle? No, 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 I'm not going to cover complete SDLC, because it's gonna take a lot time. Okay, we are going to just build things so that it works properly, not proper SDLC. But yeah, if you know, you can just search more about it, how actually the life cycle of Kindle works. There are tutorials on YouTube, you would find. Okay, right. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Chalo. Now let's begin. So I'm gonna create a folder here. Here only I'm gonna create a folder. Let's name it as Kindle GFG. Okay. So inside this we're gonna have two major parts. Third major part would also be there, like admin panel. But I think in part one and part two, most probably we won't be able to cover the admin panel part. But yeah, I'll explain how you can create admin panel for future use. But for the major things, we're gonna focus on front end and back end. Third important thing is admin panel, which we might not cover because of the time limitation. Okay, but yeah, you can request GFG so that they can allow me to take the third or fourth session also, so we can build the admin panel also. So please comment below. Okay, in the actual comment section or in the live section, please comment. Okay, we want third or fourth part, whatever part you want. Okay, so let's open this with VS Code. So you need to have VS Code installed. This is the basic requirement. Okay, second basic requirement is Node.js installed. So you must have Node.js installed. Perfect. So these two things are needed. Now here guys, I'm gonna create a folder for the backend. So let's name this as backend for now. Okay, this would be the backend folder. We're gonna have our Node.js backend inside this backend folder. We need one more folder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create that folder from here, front end folder, project folder. So since we are using Next.js, why we are using Next.js, let me clear your doubt first. Because in MERN, R stands for React.js, then why we are using Next.js, right? That would be the doubt. So React.js, if you just search for this, and if you just go to React.js website, learn React, and if you go to installation part, and if you click on start new project, you can see that they are themselves mentioning use Next.js. Okay, use Next.js, and it's like modified version of React.js, nothing else. Okay, it's not different from React.js. Okay, so I've just copied this Next.js installation command and I'll just paste it here. So it would pick. When will be the second part coming? Most probably next week. Yes, it's going to allow us to complete the authentication part. It's like I would have my individual account, you would have your individual account, you would have your individual purchased books, I would have my individual purchased books. Okay, so we're gonna add some flags and we're gonna create the complete authentication. Don't worry. Okay, right. So what's your project name? So let's name it as Kindle Web. Okay, let's name it as Kindle Web. and we need TypeScript. Okay, I hope now it's more visible. So we need Kindle TypeScript, and ESLint is required for Next.js for just error checking. Okay, it's like a debugger. Okay, nothing else. Okay, we are not going to use Tailwind, but if you know Tailwind and if you're comfortable, then you can use Tailwind. We don't need Tailwind because I personally feel that uh, you would use Tailwind CSS. Okay, you would. I'm not talking about MUI or the other things. I'm talking specifically about Tailwind. I use Tailwind. Okay, I have used Tailwind. I have used Bootstrap also. There also you would need some kind of customization. You need to edit the code, or you need to remember things, what was the property. So instead of doing that, what I felt was just use the normal CSS. Okay, but yeah, that's your personal choice. If you feel that Tailwind is easier, you can go with Tailwind. But personally, I feel the normal CSS is easier. That's why I use it. Or you can use Material UI. Material UI is the best, which I felt for now. Like it's easy to use. Okay, so src directory, so I want to have that. Yes, yes, no, done. Okay. Oh, okay, sir, thank you. Let's go. Enough of talks. What if I need to do server side rendering? Can I go with React instead of Next.js? Next.js is famous for server side rendering. I would suggest go with Next.js if you want to use server side rendering. Although we are not using server side rendering in this project, but it's my personal suggestion. You can go with Next.js because Next.js is known for server side rendering, best server side rendering. That's why. Okay, so you can go with Next.js for that. If you don't need to go for SSR, okay, I have read it wrong. If you don't need to go for SSR, then it's your choice. Either go with React, either go with Next.js. React.js website themselves mention, please use Next.js. Okay, so go with Next.js anyways. It's the latest stuff. Okay, that's why we are using it. Okay, so we have this Next.js project here. You can see this is the project. Let me just open this in integrated terminal. Okay, so you would see that it has opened here. Okay, so let me just open this project. Okay, let me just start this project. And for that, we have the command npm run dev. Okay, so this is the command. Guys, one more thing. I hope there is no background noise coming from my live session. If yes, please mention. I think there must be proper silence, but since I'm using the air conditioner right now, so maybe the voice might be coming. Okay, so please mention that in the live chat if there is any external voice. Okay, so you can see that the project has been started at localhost 3000. So let me just show you how it looks. So let me just open this, and you can see that it's opening, and we are going to go really fast because the UI is basic. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so I'm going to do first thing, that is go to page.tsx. I'm gonna remove this. Then we have an extension. Which extension we are using? This is the shortcut RAFC. How this comes? So you just need to install React. uh, you just write React and you would get ES7 plus extension. This extension, just install this and it would give you snippets like this one. Okay, so it's easy, right? So you can see that I got the snippet. This is the page, and I'm gonna remove any other CSS, existing CSS, also this global CSS. Okay, so you would see an empty page with just this text. Okay, fine, and that's fine. Okay, now guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a basic page, first page here. Okay, so in this page, what we really want is we want to have some kind of UI. Okay, so first of all, let me just make the imports. Okay, make the imports. We need some basic UI home page where we have the background screen, which I gave you in the example, and nothing else. Okay, so let me just give you the example. Okay, I'll just open the final code so that you get the idea what we have in the page.tsx. Right now page.tsx is empty. I'll explain what we're going to show in page.tsx. Okay, so this is the uh, live code which we are coding, empty, and this is the existing code which is the final outcome. This is the final outcome. So you can see I want to build something, some kind of this. It's like Kindle web. You can just search for Kindle website, you would find the similar UI. Okay, so we want some this image and these things, so I just copied it from the Kindle's website. If I just search for Kindle web, okay, if I just search for this, you can see that this is the website. Okay, so if you just log out, I think, yes, if you just log out, you can see that somewhat similar, you got this. Okay, so from here you can pick the image by just copying the address, copy image address. if I just copy the image address, paste it here, I would get the image. Okay, so its background is transparent, that's why it's not visible. Amazon is not visible, but yeah, this is the image. Okay, so that's how you can get the images very easily. Okay, so what I want is I want to build the similar UI here. Right now it's empty. Perfect. So let's build it. What I want is I want to first of all use routing also. So use routing from Next.js. So it's like I want to go to any other page, I can use this. Okay, I can go to about page, contact page, or any other page. Okay, so let's say that we have a division. Okay, so we have a division and I'm just gonna name this as C1. Okay, just random name. Now guys, inside this I'm gonna say that we have C11. Okay, why we need this? First of all, we want a background image. Okay, we want a complete background image. So for that I'm gonna bring this background image from Kindle. Okay, so right click, inspect. I think you can see, yeah, this is the background image. So you can see that this is the background image. uh yeah, this is the background image. Okay, so if I want to get this background image, I can just copy this. Okay, I can just copy this and paste it here. You can see that I got the background image. Okay, so I just need to use this image. Bas, that's it. Okay, so now let's come back to our code. Let me just close this. Now let's come back to our code, and here first of all I want to show a complete background image. So I'm just gonna say that this is the image. I've just pasted the link and then given this a class and then width and height. So you would see if you go to your code, and you can see the first of all you get the error because we have to add the host name also in Next.js. You have to do this whenever you use any image. Okay, so for that just go to next config, and in next config you'd get the source code also, don't worry. Just add the images domain. Okay, so just go here, inside this we have to add the images domain. Okay, that's it. So just add this domain and you would just reload this. Okay, so just refresh this and it's going to take a few seconds, and now guys you would see that this is the image. Okay, so this is one image. One more image which I would want is, okay, so this is the extra image which you would get here. I copied the wrong image, so this is the image which I've shown. Okay, one more image is in the background I want to show. Okay, so what I would do is I would use CSS for that. So in the CSS, in the background of the C1, I would show that complete image. Okay, apart from that we need one container named as C11. Okay, so inside this guys again we are gonna have the Amazon logo. Okay, I just copied the Amazon logo from image address. Okay, then what else we need is we need the text wherever you go. Okay, then guys we need to have a button row. In this button row we are gonna have the items. Okay, right, so inside this guys we're gonna have two buttons. Okay, so the first button would be create Amazon account. Okay, and the second button would be sign in with Amazon account. Okay, so in this button, we're gonna have sign in with your account, the span tag and the image. It's like a small a logo. Okay, so almost there, but you can see that this logo is wrong. Actually I need to get this logo. Okay, this a logo. So inspect, and we need to get the logo also, right? So this would be the button, right? This would be the button. So this is the logo. Okay, this is the logo. So I got the logo, that's it. Okay, so you can download this, or if you get some kind of SVG based icon, that would always be better. But yeah, this is it. So what you would get at the end is you can see a logo, and that's it. That's what you get. Okay, so now you have this, so you need to add some styles only. Okay, so just add some styles and things. So how you can add this? So you can see that this is the CSS. Okay guys, I am not checking your live chats right now, but if you have any doubts you can mention that. I'll check it later. Okay, throughout this session later. Okay, so now guys what we want is we want to just give the styles. Okay, that's it. So for the C1, that means for the complete page, what I'm expecting is complete width and height. Okay, display flex, everything is in center. Okay, everything is in center, and then space between. Okay, that means from top and bottom there would be space between, left and right things are in center. Okay, and then the background image. Okay, so sky image which we got, so you can see that this is it. Now we need to give default margin and padding as 0. Okay, so M0 and P0, and one more property, box sizing as border box. Why? Because if there is any padding, don't go outside the screen, manage the width accordingly. Okay, so box sizing, content box. Okay, so you can see that extra padding is removed. Now we need to just fix the inner styles. Okay, that's it. So here guys, we're gonna first of all say that this is C11. Okay, things are in column. Then we have the Amazon Kindle logo. Okay, so you can see that now the Kindle logo is bit smaller, looks cool. Okay, now guys, we're gonna say that the text one would be having some color, and you can give some font family also, and then display flex and things like that. Okay, so you can see that yeah, things looks better. Okay, and then after that we have button one. So button one would be the left button. Okay, left button, so it would be row, left button, and then right button. Okay, so you can see that left button looks something like that. You can style this more properly, but yeah, for now I'm just making it look cool. Okay, look visible proper. Then this second button, okay, again things are in rows, that's why it's display flex, and you can see that this is the second button. Okay, and then guys, we have the bottom image also. So I want this bottom image to take this much height and object fit contain. Okay, so you can see that's how it looks. Okay, if you wanna remove it, you can. Okay, let me just check where else we need this. So margin and padding as 0, and yeah, now this is fine. Okay, now this is fine. So you can see that now this is fine, and this is the first page. Now if I click on this, I want to go to the sign in page. Okay, and similarly the login page. Okay, so inside this app, I'm gonna create a grouped folder. So for creating a grouped folder, we need pages folder. Okay, so pages folder, inside that we need to create the login folder, and similarly in the pages folder we need to create the sign up, SIGNUP, sign up folder. Okay, that's it. So okay sir, no noise. Will you use the git and test? We are just going to use git for uploading the source code. Okay, right. Yes, thank you. Okay, okay, let's continue. Okay, let's come back here. So you can see that this page is styled, this home page is styled. Now let's go to inner pages. Okay, so I'll go really fast because now the login page and sign up page is very basic, very easy to see and very easy to use. So here I'm just gonna say page.tsx. Just create page.tsx, and you don't need to perform any navigation. Okay, you just need to just use the URL now. In Next.js, you don't need any proper navigation. You just need to create folder structure. Navigation is done accordingly. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. So here I'm just gonna say RAFCE. Okay, and let's call this login page. Okay, and similarly guys, I'll just paste it here. Let's call this as sign up page. Okay, so let's save. And what I want is, as soon as I come here, okay, into the home page, here you can see that as soon as I click, I am going to the login page. Router.push would send me to the login page. Router.push sign up would send me to the sign up page. Okay, that's it. And router is coming from Next.js default navigation. Okay, not from next router, it's next navigation. Sometimes it might not work because next router might be written. So please double check. It's next navigation. From here, we're importing use router. Okay, so let me just show you how it looks now. So you can see, let me just refresh first. So if I click on this, you can see now I'm in the sign up page, and it would show me the sign up page. Okay, automatically navigation is done. I didn't need to do anything. It's just the folder structure. Okay, so what actually happened here is, this is the group folder. That means this name is avoided. Whatever is inside would be shown. So it's like if I write dot login, so automatically we would go inside this page. Okay, if I write dot sign up slash sign up, I would go inside this. Okay, so slash login page slash sign up page. That's it. Okay, so that's how navigating is done in Next.js. Very easy, right? So now let's prepare the sign up page. So guys, in the sign up page, we need to have the CSS file also. So in the sign up page, we would have the CSS file named as signup.module.css. Okay, similarly guys, we are gonna have the login module CSS. So login module CSS. Perfect. So we have both the CSS file, right? What we need is, inside the sign up page, let's design the sign up page. So I'm first of all going to say that I'm going to import this sign up. Okay, sign up. Okay, now inside this we need to just say that we have a container. Okay, create account container. That's it. Inside this, first of all, we are going to show that Kindle image at the top. Okay, let's see if it works or not. Sign up dot module dot css. Okay, actually it's not about the login page, I'm sorry. We are talking about the sign up page, I'm sorry. So sign up page, that's it. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, so you can see that if I go to the sign up page, you can see right now we get the icon. Okay, perfect. Now below this, I want to show some kind of text like create account. Below this, I'm going to show you a simple form. Okay, simple form. So inside this form, we're gonna take basic details, whatever Amazon takes. Okay, it's like the name, email, and password fields. Okay, so name, email, and password fields. Okay, and later on we'll add logic later on in the next video when we are actually implementing this with the backend. There we'll check. Okay, then we need to create the Amazon account. So we need to have, okay, we need to ask the password again. Then we need to have the button to create your Amazon account. Okay, so you can see that these are the field: label input, label input, label input, and so on. Okay, that's it. Okay, so right now very basic code. Then after this, guys, we need to have the agreement box. Okay, if you want to pass the agreement box, that's fine. So it's like, are you willing to create the Amazon account like this? By clicking on this, create your Amazon account. Okay, and then guys, inside this we need to just show some kind of link, terms of use, policy, and so on. So I've used a tags inside this. I've just shown the links. Instead of this, you can use the dedicated link tag of Next.js, but for now I've used the a tag. Also you can use the dedicated link tag of Next.js. Okay, but for normal people like who use React.js, normal React.js, this code is easy. Okay, this code would work. Okay, that's why. Okay, so you can see that condition, Kindle store, terms of use, and privacy notice. That's it. So some links are here. Okay, so let me just show you. So you can see that condition, Kindle store, and these are the links which Amazon gives us. Okay, so it's Amazon's links. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that we don't need to waste time on the pages, right? So that's it. And what else you're gonna need is you are gonna have one more button already, a user create account. That means sign up, sign in. Okay, already have an account, then sign in button. So it's like when you click on this, it would take us to the sign in page. Okay, login page. That's it. So now let's give this one some styles. Okay, so sign up module CSS. Let's come here. Again, the UI is very easy. So styling is very easy. I'm just giving this some width, fixed width, and height would be accordingly, automatic height. Okay, then you can see that, yeah, now it looks fine. Okay, in this thing, what else we want is we can actually create a layout separately, or here only I can just show you the navbar directly. Okay, so we need to create a navbar maybe. No, we don't need to create it. Okay, fine, that's fine. Okay, so now let's style this further. So we are in sign up module CSS. Now I'm gonna style the form and h1 tag. Okay, so h1 tag and form would be styled like this. Okay, basic style. Then guys, we are gonna say that label and input would be styled. Okay, then guys, we have the create account button and also the password info. Okay, then guys, we are gonna have one more thing, that is if I hover on this button, and then we have the agreement text, then we have the a tag inside the agreement text. Okay, and if I hover on this, I would underline that link. Okay, then we have the sign in text, and inside that we have the a links. Okay, a tags. So you can see that it's styled. Okay, so you can see basic page is created. It looks similar. Okay, looks similar. Now similarly guys, we're gonna talk about the login page. So let's go to the login page, and it's very same. So let me just close all first, and then we could go to the login page here. Okay, and here we need to implement the similar UI like sign up page. So here first of all, I'm gonna give it as sign in container. Okay, just name change. Okay, and also import the CSS. Fine, fine. Okay, then guys, we need to have the image and also the h1 tag as it is. Okay, import the image from next image. Okay, then guys, we need to have the form tag, and let's close this. Okay, and inside this, similar to the previous page, we have that we have to ask for email or phone mobile number. Okay, and then we need to also ask for password, and I guess, yes, we need to ask for password. Okay, but first of all, this is a row. Here we have password and forgot password, okay, in one row. Then guys, in the next line we have the input for asking password, okay, just like Amazon. Okay, then guys, what else, okay, it's the sign in button, okay, sign in button, that's it. Okay, then at the bottom again some links, okay, so I'm just naming it as agreement again, and then a tags. Okay, then we are going to have one button for creating your account. If you don't have an account, then we have create your account link. Okay, that's it. So right now it looks like this. Okay, so you can see this password and this forgot password are in one single row, that's why they are in one line. Okay, now let's style this a bit. Okay, so let's go to login module css, right? And here guys, we are gonna have the sign in container. Okay, inside this I've given some width, margin and padding, again logo style and the h1 tag style. You can see again it looks cool. Then guys, we have the form tag, okay, and label, right? So form tag and label, right? And then guys, we have the forgot password text. Okay, forgot password text. For that I have given the style fp. Okay, and then we have the input inside the sign in container. Okay, input fields also must be styled. We have to style the labels, but we have to style the input also. Then we have the sign in button, again same styles like previous sign up page. Then we have the agreement and a tag of agreement. Then we have hover on a tag. Okay, we also need that. Then guys, we need keep signed in input, and like the box, okay, the small box is keep signed in. Okay, if I go here and by continuing, okay, we don't have it for now. Okay, we don't need this, we don't need this. Okay, then we have the terms, and if I hover on it, and extra things. Okay, I think we don't need the terms also, we don't have the terms also. Okay, that's fine, we don't need the terms also. We also need to remove this. Okay, then we have the create account text, and we have to style this. Okay, so you can see guys that that's a simple login page. Okay, so if I click on this, this would take me to the sign up page. Okay, I think right now I've been given this link. Okay, so it's like you need to go to the signup sign up page. Okay, so if you go here, if you click here, you can see that this is a sign in page, sign up page, and this is the sign in page. Okay, fine, done. So we have created three pages. What page? This is the first page. Okay, first page, then we have the second page, then we have the third page. Okay, three pages are done. Now guys, inside this, once you log in, you're gonna be taken to another page named as, I'm just naming it as Kindle read or somewhat some kind of this page, Kindle library. Okay, so we're gonna be taken, once I sign in, after that I'm gonna taken to Kindle library. That means inner screen, that means after authentication. Okay, so here guys, what I'm gonna do is inside this app, okay, inside these pages, okay, I'm gonna create one folder named as after auth. It's again a grouped folder, so after auth doesn't mean anything, it's like an empty folder. Okay, inside this I'm gonna have a folder named as kindle dash library. Okay, Kindle library. Inside this I'm gonna create page.tsx. Okay, and here I'm just gonna say rafce, that's it. Okay, so you can see that I would be taken to, after this, after login, I would be taken to Kindle library page. Okay, so now let's work on this page. Okay, now let's work on this page, and then our UI would be almost complete. Okay, all right, so let's continue. I hope guys you don't have any doubts till now. If you have any doubts, you can mention in the live chat. Okay, now we need, first of all, we need to show a navigation bar, what we are trying to build. Okay, so let me just show you here. We are trying to build this page. Okay, we are trying to now build this page. Okay, this inner page. Okay, this is temporary data. Okay, by the way, we are trying to build this page. Okay, how can we do that? So for that, first of all, we need this top navigation bar. So let's build the navigation bar for our project. Okay, so let's come here, and here in the src folder, I'm gonna create one folder for assets. Okay, just for storing some images. Then guys, we need one more folder for components. So components, NENTS. Okay, so we're going to create one component, that is the navbar component, navbar.tsx. Okay, and RAFCE. Okay, and similarly guys, we are gonna need the CSS also, so I'm gonna create the CSS file, navbar.module.css. okay, so inside navbar.tsx we are gonna create a basic UI. First of all, where you need to show this navbar, so inside suppose Kindle library, I'm gonna show this navbar, so just show this navbar, close this. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let me just check. So you can see, yeah, in Kindle library, in this page you are able to see the navbar. Okay, so let's style this navbar. First of all, let's write some UI for this navbar. So first of all, we need to import the CSS. Okay, then guys, we need to use some React icons also. Okay, some React icons also. So I'm gonna install a package named as npm I React icons. Okay, so by using this package, what I'm gonna get is I'm gonna get some icons. So if I just search for it, it's a npm package, just install this. After that, go to this page. Okay, so suppose here I'm gonna use the book icon. Okay, suppose for example we want to use the book icon, suppose this book icon. Okay, so you can see you have to just import this and paste it wherever you want, so you can use the icon. Similarly, I have done it on my own. I would use some icons. Okay, so I would import some icons which I want. Okay, and I'm going to use these icons individually wherever I want. Okay, that's it. So we need to have a nav tag. Okay, we need to have a nav tag. Instead of this, we need to have a dedicated nav tag, because we are having a nav bar, right? Inside this nav tag, we need to have the left section. Okay, and then guys, we're gonna have the right section. Okay, so two sections would be there, right, left and right. Perfect. Now guys, in the left section we're gonna have the first of all text as Kindle. Okay, then guys, we're gonna have the search box. Okay, let's close this search box. Inside this we're gonna have the search icon. Okay, search icon. So this would be the search icon, and this would be having some class name. Okay, now we have the input also for searching, and it would have a placeholder, search your Kindle. So let me just show you how it looks. So you can see that we have the search icon and search your Kindle. Okay, so we got the icon. Now similarly guys, we are gonna have the right section. So in the right section we're gonna have our first menu item. So let's have a menu item. Let's close this. And here what I want is, I want the settings icon, like a filter icon. Okay, and I would have the text as filter. Okay, so how would it look? It would look something like this. Okay, so what I want is, I want it to look something like this. Okay, so similarly I want the other icons also. Okay, so what we have is, we have the recent, and then we have view button, and then we have more icons. Okay, so I'll just add more. Okay, add things here. Okay, so we have the sort icon. Okay, you can add proper sorting here, but right now I've just added text just to show it. Okay, then we have the view icon. Okay, then we have cart icon, then we have more icons. So you would see that if I refresh, you can see that it looks something like this. Okay, it looks something like this. Okay, so now what I need guys is, I need to just style this a bit. Okay, so for that, again we're gonna go to its CSS. Okay, and we're gonna style it. So this would be styled. So navbar would be having some styles. So it would be display flex space between left and right, and some border bottom, and some background color. Okay, so you can see that, yeah, left and right. Now guys, we're gonna say that the left side would be having the logo. So I've given the logo as blue color. Okay, which Kindle has, and some margin and some styles. Okay, so you can see that this is how Kindle would look. Okay, then we have the search box and search icon. So I'm gonna say that search box would be like a box, and search icon would be having some styles. So it has some border. Okay, and I'm gonna remove the search input border. Okay, that means the inner border of the input would be removed. Outer box is created now, right? You can see outer box is created, right? So that's how the search icon and search box is created. Similarly, we have the right side. So in the right side we have the menu item, that would be in row. Two items would be in row in each menu item. Okay, and then some margin. And then guys, we're gonna say that the first child won't be having any margin. Okay, last child won't be having any margin, so it's like no extra margin is taken. Okay, then we have the margin right. Instead of this, we can actually give gap property also, that's also fine, but if it's display flex, then only use the gap property. Then guys, we have the menu text. Okay, that's it. So I think that's it. So you can see that's how the navbar looks cool, right? Looks cool. Very easy navbar and very easily made. Okay, and you can make it responsive also in future, but for now this is a web view. Okay, we are not focusing on the responsiveness. We need to complete this project in 2 parts, so there are some limitations, time limitations, so sorry for that. Now guys, here we have the navbar. Okay, now after building this navbar, we need to have the Kindle library page. Okay, so Kindle library page, we are in the Kindle library page. First of all, in the Kindle library page, we have shown the navbar. This is the Kindle library page, and we have shown the navbar, right? Now here, after showing the navbar, okay, let me first of all give this a class name of main. Okay, and we are gonna have the CSS also. So I'm just gonna say, let's have a CSS file here. Let's name it as Kindle library.module.css. Perfect. Now I need to import this CSS file here. Okay, that's it. So you can see that now it's done. Bro, thanks for this one. Why English use karo? Actually, I would have used the proper Hindi, but most of the people are actually from different parts of the world. I think some people are from, even not from India, from other countries, and some people are from India but from south or from some other parts who don't use Hindi that much. Okay, so that's why I use English, so that it's even for all. Okay, so that's why. And there I prefer Hindi definitely यार. हिंदी बोलने में ज़्यादा इजी पड़ता है और ज़्यादा विचार निकलते हैं, ज़्यादा एक्सप्रेसिव हो जाते हो आप. Hindi ज़्यादा easy पड़ती है, but for my audience have to use the English, right? Okay, so we have this one. Now we need to work on the next part of the page. Okay, what we want to show. So you can see top part is done. What else we want to show? We want to show this. Okay, left side and right side. Okay, so this is the left side. Okay, left side is like this, and this is the right side. So if I click on this, I'm gonna go to any next page. Okay, next page. Okay, so we need to focus on this part. This is the Kindle library page. Okay, Kindle library page. So let's talk about the left side. Okay, so here guys, here only guys, we're gonna do the left and right section, or else you can create components also. So first of all, assume that we have a row. Okay, in that row we have left and right sections. Okay, let's close this. Now inside this we have the left section. Again, close this. Don't worry, you'll get the source code. So if you feel my pace is little fast, it's just like I want to complete this project without wasting time. That's it. Okay, so this is the right part. Now in the left part, we need to simply say, first of all, let's give this some styles. Okay, so left side and right side, let's give this style. So I'll just say that this is the main, and I'm gonna say that width would be this, height would be this. Now I would say that the row would be taking full space, full height. Okay, then I would say the left side would be taking 200 pixel width. Okay, so left side is gonna take 200 pixel width, some background color, and it would look something like this. Okay, and this is a light grayish color. Okay, so now you would see that that's how it looks. So you can see light bluish color, I would say, and this is the white color. Okay, so you can see that this is the left side. Okay, I hope it's visible. Okay, for me it's not that visible because my screen is too bright for now, but yeah, this is it. So left side is having this much space. So let's talk about the left side again. So in the left side, we need to first of all again have some icons. So again, we use React icons for it. So I'm again gonna import things. Okay, so just import things, and these are some icons which I'm gonna use. Okay, and this is the routing package which we get by default in React in Next.js. Okay, now I'll also make some imports here. Okay, and later on we're gonna work on them. Right. So here in the left side, we are gonna have one top menu. I'm gonna name this as menu main. Okay, menu main, and let's close this. Okay, now similarly we have menu items. Okay, so in this division guys, we are gonna show menu items. It's like all titles, book, comics, and so on, menu items. Okay, again guys, we're gonna have a menu main. Okay, so what would be the purpose of menu main? It's like, let me just show you. So let's save this. What is the purpose of menu main? So you can see that this is menu main library, this row is menu main, this is menu main, and these are menu item. Okay, these are menu item. Okay, I hope now you got this. So inside menu main, okay, menu main, I have to show some things. What things? First of all, we need to show the icon, okay, book icon. So for that I have taken the book icon. Then we have the library text, okay. Then we have up down button, okay. So it's like I'm just gonna say that if show is false, then show the up button, and similarly show the right button, okay. So I'm just gonna say that if I click on this show, okay, I'm just saying that if show is true, then show this icon. If show is false, then show this icon, okay. If I click on this, show would be changed, toggled. If it was true, now it would become false. If it was false, now it would become true, okay. So let me just show you. So what I want is, I want to have this icon. If I click on this, you can see it's changing, its state is changing, okay, perfect. Now according to this state, the state, I want to show these items, okay. So I'm just gonna say that if show is true, then only show this drop down, okay. What I want is, I want to make something like this. If I click on this, I would show the drop down, okay. So that's how drop down would be created. So if I click on this, then only I'm able to show the drop down, right? So this is it, this is it, okay. I think there is no extra style needed, okay. Now similarly guys, we have the menu main, another one, this one, okay. So this one would be just having some icon, okay, again some book icon, tag book icon, and some text, okay. So you can see guys that okay, it's taking time. Now you can see it looks like this, okay. So if I click on this, you can see it's visible, okay. So now let's style this. So this would be the left section. So let's style the left section guys. So in the left section, we need to just have the menu main, okay. We'll style the menu main. I want these things to be in row in menu main, okay. And then after that, we have the book icon 1 and book icon 2, okay. In menu main also we have two menu mains, okay. So first would have book icon 1 and book icon 2. So both of them are styled, okay. So also in the menu main, we have the p tag and the right nav, okay, or left nav. Both of them have two right class, okay. If I just show you this, you can see both of them would have two right. That means I want them to be in extreme right. That's why I've given them two right, okay. So in two right, I've given position absolute right 10, okay. So now you would see that this is in right side, okay. So you can see that looks cool, okay. Now guys, what I want is, I want to target the menu items, okay. So menu items would be targeted, again flex direction column, and then each span would be having some space between. If I hover on this, I would give this some style, okay. Now let's see. So you can see that guys, it's styled, okay. It's styled, perfect, looks cool, okay, looks fair enough, okay, looks cool. Now guys, we're gonna talk about the right side, okay, right section. So here guys, we're gonna show some books, okay, show some books. So let's call the book. So I'm using the temporary data for now, but in the next video we're gonna create APIs, or if we get some default APIs, then that's fine, but or else I'm gonna create my own APIs, okay. So inside this, we are gonna say that we have a temporary array, okay. We're gonna have a temporary array coming from the backend, okay. So here I'm just having some set of books. Each book would be having image, title, author, image, title, author, image, title, author, some data, okay, some temporary data, and just set this data to the state. So now I have gotten the books from my database. So I need to call this function to get things. For that, I'm going to use effect. Why? Because as soon as this page loads, then I want to get data from backend, okay. That's why I am calling this function as soon as page loads in the use effect, okay. So it would get the data from backend and it would send it to this empty array. So now I have to show this data to the right section, to this right section. That's it, okay. So let's do it. So guys, it's very easy. So first of all, in the right section, I can show some kind of heading. I like trending, okay, like trending. So if I refresh this, yeah, now you can see it's visible, okay. Now after this, we are gonna have a division. Inside this, we're gonna have our books, okay. So let's close this division, okay. Inside this division, guys, we're gonna have our books. So we are just gonna map the all books. Why? Because data is being passed to all books. That means this would be containing an array of books, okay. So I'm just gonna say, just map this data here, right? Map the data. Now we're gonna have a division, okay. It's gonna have class name as book item, and let's close this, okay. And as soon as I click on this division, I'm gonna be taken to some next page, okay, some next page. It's like I'm gonna be taken to okay, by book page. Okay, so it's like slash book. Okay, so we're gonna see this, we're gonna work on the routing later on properly, but for now I've just passed it to the book page. We're gonna create a book page. Okay, so now here guys, we are gonna have an image, the image of the book. Okay, image of the map data. These lines are coming because of what? Because of the Next.js types. I can actually remove this anyways, but it's okay if I just pass any here, that would work. Okay, so you can see it works. Okay, but yeah, you can use the dedicated types in TypeScript. That would always be better, but for saving time, for now I've just passed any. Okay, now similarly we have another division. Inside this division we have the title and author. Okay, so what I am expecting is, yeah, it must look like this. Yeah, you can see that now I'm able to get the things here. Okay, perfect. So now I want to just style this. Okay, I would want to just style this. That's it, very easy. So I would just come here, and here we need to style this. So I'm just gonna say right, and right h1 would be having some styles. Okay, and then we have book. So each book would be having this style, flex and flex wrap. So all the books would be in row, and if there's some extra book, it would go to next line. So that's how mapping would be done. So you would feel that if there is any extra book, you can see it come to the next line. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, now after this we have each book item. So I'm just gonna say each book item would be having aspect ratio of 9:1 section mobile view. Okay, and then flex direction column. So you would feel that, yeah, now it's having this kind of size. Okay, now each book looks like this. Okay, then we have the book image. So each book image would be like this, and then some details and title. Okay, and the author of the book. That's it. So let's see. So guys, you can see that now I have shown the data. Similarly, you can show more data also, but for now I'm showing this data. Now if I click on this, I am taken to this book page. Okay, so I need to create this book page. Actually what I want is book, and one more thing. Actually instead of this, we're gonna use the backticks. Okay, inside this I'm just gonna pass the ID of the book. Okay, so book slash ID $ID. Okay, so it's like we are gonna redirect to this page. So book.id. Okay, so whenever I click on any book, okay, suppose the ID of this book was suppose 2. So if I click on this, I think it didn't get updated. Yeah, now if I click on this, you would see that now I'm taken to book 2. That means this is the specific ID of the book. Okay, so now it would work properly. So yeah, inside this, after auth, we are gonna say that here we have the book route. Okay, inside this we would just target it with the help of ID. Okay, so we would get the ID, whatever would be the ID. According to that ID, we are gonna get the page.tsx. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so RAFCE, and we are gonna be loaded to this page. Okay, so you can see page. Okay, so you can see that now we are inside this page. Okay, we need to just say that it's like a buying page if you want to buy any book, or it's like a first page of a book. If you click on this, then you would be able to read the book. Okay, so it's like the first page. Okay, now here Amazon's product page, or whatever you feel. Okay, you can create it like that. Now here I have to give it some styles. Okay, I'm just making it very basic. Okay, because I'm not sure how it really looks, so I'm making it very basic so that our work would be done. Okay, so let's do it. So here guys, I'm just gonna get the ID. Okay, I'm just gonna get the ID from where? From the routes. How can we get the ID? Suppose we are reading book number 2, we are viewing the book number 2, so we need to call this use params in Next.js. Okay, so we need to just say that I want to get the book ID. Okay, book ID, so it's like book ID. Okay, and let me just show the book ID here so that we can see if we are able to get the book ID or not. So you can see that whatever book you have clicked on, you will get the ID. If you have clicked on suppose book number this one, so you would get the ID, right? That's how it works, right? You are good. Please give us your contact. Okay, so if you want to contact me, you can actually reach out me via my mail. Okay, for checking my mail, you can just go to my Instagram. That would be better. Sorry, to my GitHub. That would be better. here all my details are mentioned. Okay, my YouTube is mentioned, and then my LinkedIn profile is mentioned here, so you can just contact me via LinkedIn. My Instagram is also mentioned here. Okay, so you can contact me by just typing my GitHub account. The repository link would also be provided. From there, you'll get my GitHub account. And if you want to contact me, that you can just contact me via here. Okay. I think, yeah, definitely. If you have any kind of freelance work also, then definitely I'm open to work for that. Or if you are in any organization, then we can work together on projects. Okay. I usually do that. I have many clients. So yeah, I would be comfortable with freelance also. Okay, so and enough of self promotion, we're gonna focus on this project again. Okay, bro, we are not getting notifications of the channel. I think sometimes, okay, let me just check, have I turned it myself or not? If you have subscribed to this channel, you can just check out, we have all personalized, none unsubscribe, so don't press unsubscribe if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and there you'll get options all personalized, none, so you can just select all notifications. Maybe that would help, because YouTube sometimes doesn't show notification for some channels. I have felt there's a bug with YouTube. Okay, please build YouTube for me. Okay, I want someone to build a better YouTube actually, because YouTube has a lot of bugs. Okay, so you can see that now we are in the book page. Okay, specific book page, we are reading this book. Okay, we are buying this book, I'm sorry, we are buying this book. Okay, so this is the page where we are buying the book. If you have already purchased this book, we're not going to get the buy button, we are gonna just get read button. Okay, but this is the page where you're gonna buy the book. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that we need to import the router also, so that we can route to different pages. Then I'm just gonna say we have a sample book. Okay, we have a sample book. I can just give it the book ID of this one. I've just gotten the sample data. Okay, sample JSON data. So here I have the ID of the book, some image of the book, some title of the book, some author, some description, some price, and some extra links if you want to show. Okay, so this is it. This is it, but some sample data only. And here I've shown the description in HTML format so that we can show it with paragraph spaces and properly. Okay, that's why I've given the description in HTML format. You can see we have the P tag and some BR tags also, so that we can give proper spacings. Okay, now we are gonna have the main tag. Okay, so inside this we have the main class actually, and here I'm gonna show a few things, very few things. First of all, we're gonna show the navbar. Okay, then guys, we're gonna show the container. Inside this container, we're gonna again have the left and right section. Let's close this. Okay, inside this we are gonna have the image containers. First of all, we're gonna show the image in the left side. You can show multiple images also, multiple product images also. For now, I am showing only one image so that it looks something. It looks better. Okay, now inside this I'm just gonna show my image. What image? The product image. Okay, the book image. Okay, this image would be shown, right? So I have the book image, right? Now guys, once you have this, you are gonna have the details. Okay, inside this details, this would be the right side, so we're gonna show some details like the title and by which author the book was written. Okay, then I'm gonna show the division tag. Inside this division tag, we are going to show the paragraph. Okay, we're going to show the paragraph, so it's like a div tag. Inside this, I'm just simply saying dangerously set inner HTML. I've just passed inner HTML. HTML format of the description would be taken. That means proper p tag would be recognized. Okay, that's how things would be done. Okay, now after this, we're gonna get the price also, so for that specific price. Okay, then guys, we're gonna get the start reading button. Suppose I am assuming that I've already purchased the books. Okay, so we're gonna get the start reading button, and here also again I'm just gonna say that again we're gonna get it like we have a page named as read. Inside this we would get the book ID. Okay, if you have the book ID, then you would be able to read that book. Okay, so book ID, perfect. So you can see guys that if I click on this, I have already purchased this book. In that case, you would see this. If you have not purchased, then what you would get something like buy on Amazon or things like that. Okay, so we can add some purchase functionality also later, but for now assume that this is one button and this is another button. So assuming that book has been already purchased, so this button would be shown for now. Okay, we'll work on this in the next video, proper logic, purchase logic. Okay, not payment gateway, but yeah, I'll just leave some space so that you can add the payment gateway. Okay, so yes, let's come back here, and we have this page ready. Now let's add the CSS also. So for that we need to have the CSS file. I'm just gonna name this as book.module.css. Okay, perfect. So we have the CSS file right now. You can see that it looks like this. Okay, so I think every time you refresh, the image would also change because it's a random image, right? Okay, so yeah, this is the page. Now here I'm just gonna add a few styles, then this would look better. So main and container, now you would see that it would be left and right. Okay, no, it's not left and right. We have to fix the image, I guess, then it would work. Book.module.css, I think the CSS is also added. Book.module.css. Okay, we need to style this properly. Okay, so inside this we have the image. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that the image would be taking this amount of space. Okay, so you can see that image is also styled, and we need to actually say that this is the container, right? So let's go to the container, styles.container. Okay, fine. Okay, one mistake which I did was I need to pass these details inside this. Okay, so it contains left and right section. Okay, so container contains left and right section, that's it. Okay, so now it would look better. So you can see that now it would be left and right. Okay, so now we need to style the image so that it takes some space. So let's say that the image is gonna take this much space. Just a minute guys, let me just check why we are not able to see the image. Okay, so this is the left and right section, and then we have the book image and book image. Perfect, let's save this. I think now it must be visible, or why it's not visible? Let's see. Maybe there is some problem with my UI. I'll see that later. Okay, again, we have the book image and book image details. Okay, then guys, we have the title and author. And then guys, we have the description, price, and some purchase button. Basic styles. Okay. And if I hover on this button, some settings would be changed. Some background color would be added. Okay, that's it. Very easy. So okay, now it's visible. Maybe there was some style issue, but now you can see it visible. Okay, so it's very simple page, very basic page, but you can see that this description is taking space because of what? Because it's a p tag, then a br tag, and then it's a p tag. Okay, in my example which I have taken, because generally description are like this, so you can see this is a p tag. Okay, and somewhere in between I have the br tag also somewhere. You can see that I have a br tag also, so that's why it's taking some space in between. So it's always easy to show description like this, right? So we have just shown the description. Now if I click on this, I am taken to this read page. Okay, I'm taken to this read page. Okay, so now I'll just go to this read page. So let's create this read page. So read. Okay, and again inside this read guys, we are gonna have a folder named as book id. Okay, so again book id would be targeted, and we are at the end landed to this page. So suppose now we are reading the book, so we are landed to this page. That's it. Okay, so we are inside the read page. Done. Okay, done. Everything is done. Okay, so here guys, what I need is I need to just import a few things. Okay, and we are also going to use React PDF view. Okay, we are going to use React PDF view. So for that, I'm just going to copy the things. Okay, I'm just going to copy the things, and you can just take these things from my source code. I'll provide you the source code so you can import the things from there. So I'm just gonna type here npm I react core. Okay, then I would suggest that you can just bring the CSS also. I think you can just directly, okay, let me just do one thing guys. Let me just do one thing guys for you. First of all, I'll just type RAFCE and I'll just paste things here. Here, instead, what I can do is I can just first of all install React PDF View. Let's first install this. So you can see there are some issues with React PDF View directly. So what you need to do is just install things. Okay, this way. Whichever you are facing underline, you can just install that, okay, manually. So I'm not sure why it wasn't working, but yeah, you can install them manually. So these are subfolders of React PDF viewer. Okay. So again, I need to install this one also, default layout. I think these are pre-installed in my computer. That's why I didn't face any issue. Or maybe I don't need to install them. It takes from the internet. And then similarly, I'm just going to install npm I default layout. Okay. Let's wait. And then guys, I'm just going to give it default plugin instance. Unknown command. Okay, it's actually npm, just give a space, then it would install. Okay, so now after this we need to just say default layout plugin instance and default layout plugin. That's how you can use React PDF View. Okay, you can refer to any article, you would find this. If I make you search this, you can just search this anywhere. Okay, if I just search it here, let's see. I think my internet is slow, that's why it's taking some time. So React PDF Viewer, you can use this package. You can use this package, and I'm not no, not this one, for Next.js. Just type this, you'd get some kind of article. Build a document viewer in Next.js. I think I referred to some kind of article, maybe. Let's check out the Medium article. Okay, let me just check this one. I think I referred to this article. Not sure which article I referred. You can just refer things from my source code anyways to just view the PDF. So for that you need to import this plugin, and then what it would do is it would just need some basic stylings. Okay, so we need container. Okay, we need main container first of all. Okay, now inside this, I think I haven't imported the CSS, so let's just import the CSS also. Okay, so inside this we're gonna have the navbar. First of all, navbar. Okay, then we are reading this book as a PDF, assuming that this is a PDF, but obviously you can make it better, assuming that from my database I'm storing the PDF of book and I'm showing it to the customer. Okay, so this is a division. Inside this I'm just gonna say we have a viewer division. Okay, inside this we're gonna have our PDF. That's it. So inside this we're gonna have our PDF. So first of all we need to import the worker, and inside this we need to add the CDN which you need. Okay, so just copy this from my code because the version might change later. So just check out the version, whatever is the latest version. You can just search on Google if you face any issues in future. For now this is working properly. Okay, so now I have imported this. Worker has no closing tag. Okay, so we need a closing tag also. Now inside this worker we just need to show our tag. Okay, we need to just show our tag. Which tag? The PDF tag. Okay, so viewer tag. So inside this we need to just show our viewer tag. Inside this I've just passed a temporary PDF URL. This is the temporary PDF URL, and it's like a PDF which is uploaded somewhere. Okay, if I just copy this URL and paste it somewhere like here, you can see that this is a sample PDF. Okay, that's what I want to show. Okay, so how can I do this? Okay, let me first refresh how it looks. We have the read page. Why it's not showing things properly? Okay, we'll reload this later. I think I need to restart this maybe. "404 not found." Why it's not found? We have the read page. Inside this we have the book ID. Okay, So we have the book page. Inside this book page, we had the details. Inside this, we clicked on this read and the book ID. Perfect. It must work. Not sure why it's not showing things here. Maybe there is some internet issue because the route is perfect. If I click on this route, I'm taken to this book ID page, and this read page is here. Inside this, we are showing our PDF. Okay, it must work. Let me just do it again. Okay, so let me just go back. Okay, I think there is some issue with the book page. Let's go to the book page. It's taking too much time. I don't know why. Yes. So you can see this is the book page. If I click on this, it's showing me 404 not found. Okay, anyways, we'll do this in the next video. This is the last part remaining. After this, we are able to show the page. I think I missed out something. Maybe it's not able to read the ID, or if I just click on read, let me just cut this and paste it here. And now let's test this. Maybe if I just refresh, it's not again able to route. It's not able to read the read page. Anyways, I think it's maybe because of it's not saving the code. Anyways, so our UI part is complete. Okay, almost complete. This read page is not visible for now. I'll check and show you in the next upcoming part. I think there is some navigation issue, or I'll just close the code and it would be visible maybe. Okay, so I'll upload the source code. Okay, I'm uploading the source code. So let's wait for a few seconds. Till then, I'll create a repository. Okay. Okay, let's create a GitHub repository. And this was part one. In the next part, we're going to complete the backend part and merge it together. Okay, so let's name it as Kindle MERN GFG. Okay, so I've named the repository. Please check the repository, create repository, and I'm going to upload the source code here. Okay, so yes, so git add dot, git commit, git push. That's it. So now guys, to get the source code, you can just refer to this repository. I'll also share this link in the description. Okay. Hi from Chile. Gabriel. Okay. Hi Gabriel. I'm from India. Thanks for watching this session. Okay. So this was part one. We almost covered the UI part, complete UI part. In the next part, we are going to cover the backend part in MERN stack. If I get some book API for free, then I'll be using that, or else we're going to create our own APIs, like to get books, okay, to read book, to log in, to sign up. Okay, these four would be the main things, and the fifth would be the purchase book. These 4-5 things would be the main things, and some profile details also if you want to get. Okay, so some basic APIs would be needed and some extra APIs would be needed. Okay, and if I get time, then I would also add the payment gateway like Razorpay. I have the credentials, but if it works, then if I get time, then definitely I would be adding the payment gateway also. Okay, but payment gateway is the last option. After before everything must be covered, then after that I'll add the payment gateway. Okay, or if you can request for more tutorials, you can just comment below. We want part 3 and part 4. We want more parts. Then definitely more sessions would come on this specific project. Right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll provide this link in the description after ending this video. I've also provided this in the live chat. You can just check out this link. To just check out things, you can just go to my GitHub repository, GitHub profile, github.com/viraj014, and here we have if you want to contact me, you can just check out my Instagram and LinkedIn. You can contact me from here. In the repositories, you would find Kindle MERN GFG. Okay, so this is the repository available. here you'll get the source code for today, part 1. In the next part, we'll finish this project. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you in the next